Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye up, bye up. Let's get to this intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate all the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. So fair business, fair. We want fair business, Adam, right? Adam's not doing fair business. And now the breakup to makeup has started, or has it? One never knows, does one? Adam 22 and CripMac have decided to part ways. In fact, CripMac has decided to part ways. First, he decided to part Alina's cheeks. Then he decided to part ways, right? And Adam doesn't seem too concerned, right? He feels like the bag isn't going far. And I'm going to tell you why he feels that way, why he feels so empowered, why he feels like he don't care, Cass, right? The reason why he doesn't care is because it's all scripted. This is part of the play. Do you guys see the play? For those of you that are like, what the fuck is Gunner talking about? We've seen the video of Dean the Great putting mitts and paws on CripMac. And I think the consensus is, and we all figured out that was scripted as fuck, right? That was fakery at its finest. That was another situation of the No Jumper Jerry Springer show going on. And it was all fake. Everything that happens right there in Baby Snap Sally ain't with the sizness, cuz, right? 50-50. Look, what happened in that alley was as fake as a $3 bill. Okay. And we realized that, we seen it for what it was, but there's a bigger play going on. Now, all of a sudden, the day after that video was released, now all of a sudden, CripMac and Adam are not getting along. Now CripMac says, fair. We want fair business, you sitch. Now all of a sudden, Adam's is a sitch, right? We knew that already. It didn't take a fucking rocket scientist to create a motherfucking formula to tell us that was the sizness. What's going on now is Adam and CripMac have parted ways because Adam tried to play CripMac like CripMac doesn't know he's being played, right? Probably doesn't, but we all do. We could see it. He's being utilized for the bag. He's being fucking paraded around and basically thrown like a sitch to everybody so that way Adam can fucking get them clicks and them views, right? He got a lot of views off that fight, that alleged fucking fight, right? About as much as he got off of the fight that he was really involved in, that he threw not one punch. That said, oh, I just, you know, the better man won today. No, not the better man, the bigger man. That's it. You know, ask Lena. She'll tell you. At the end of the day, it's like this. There's a bigger play going on, and you're a fool if you don't see it. This is exactly what's going on. All that little Aiden Ross events that they have, these boxing matches, if you notice, they're all setups. They're all gimmicks. They're gimmick fights, right? These guys are getting paid a big bag. Everyone's all interested. Oh, I want to see who wins. They want to watch an Island Boy lick each other's ear, right? All this shit is just a play for Adam and CripMac to get in the ring together because can't neither one of them throw a punch. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. This little beef that they got going on between Adam and CripMac, all of a sudden, the next day after fucking CripMac, hey, guys, he don't got to give you a bag, cuz. You want a bag, right? After CripMac defended the honor of Lena and No Jumper and Adam, what does Adam do? You know, you would think that he'd be happy, like, hey, man, this dude fucking protected my old lady, you know, because Adam was nowhere to be seen. You would think that Adam would be in debt to him, like, man, you protected my family, the mother of my children. You know what I mean? The woman that I let bone everyone in Hollywood, like my bag. You would think that he'd be happy or in debt to this man, CripMac. But instead, what does he do? He goes and steps on CripMac's toes and involves one of CripMac's exes into the formula. Someone who, it's going to fuck off CripMac's thing. CripMac got a lady that waited for him, a baby mama that has a kid, a new child. He just did 2 years in federal prison. This man did that in real life, in HD. Wasn't nothing scripted about that. That was 2 solid years in prison, federal prison. You got to respect CripMac, whether you don't like him, you think he's a clown, you think he's a J-Cat, you think he has mental disabilities, whatever and however you feel about him. That man went and sat down for 2 fucking years, did his time like a real one, got out and got straight to the business. Fair, right? He got straight to the fair business. But of course, I knew this was going to happen. Everybody was going to pull him in every rich direction and utilize and use him. See, that's what's been happening to CripMac. Pobrecito, man. He's being used because he don't know no better. And if he does, he's stupid for not fucking doing something about it. That man is his own brand, but he lets other people take advantage of him. People like 600, people like Whack 100, people like fucking Adam. They take advantage of this character that this man has developed, this super Crip, right? And, you know, at the end of the day, none of them guys care about him. They don't care if he comes, if he goes. They don't care if they're putting him in situations that could get him violated. Let me tell you something right now. Of course that fight was scripted. If that was the real deal, if motherfucking CripMac came running up out of that motherfucking building swinging on Dean the Great, that's automatically, and he lands a punch, that's automatically considered an assault. And if Dean the Great wanted, he could push the issue, and that man would definitely get a violation, definitely get locked up. Of course, I don't think Dean's going to do that. And I don't think none of that's ever going to happen because it was scripted. But it's just a situation of how far they're going to push the envelope, how far and how further are they going to utilize and use CripMac. And to guess what happens? He does do a violation. Then they're going to say, hey, CripMac's back in jail. Everyone's going to be like, seen that one coming. Right? And it just, and life goes on. They got a little bag off him, got the little views off him, and say la vie, vie la say. Right? See you later, cuz. Fair. It's fair. Ugh. It's fair business. And that's it. So I guess the other day on No Jumper, diabolical ass fucking white demon Adam, or we're not even going to say white because from what I hear, the whites don't claim him. The Caucasoid fucking, the Viking, right? The real active Adam decided what was he going to do to his friend that protected his old lady, that protected the integrity of No Jumper, that protected him basically, right? His money, all that. What does he do? He brings that dude's ex, who has slandered CripMac's name, who CripMac does not get along with. He brings her into the fold. Okay? Knowing that CripMac has a baby mama, he's in a relationship, he has a kid, he's doing his family thing. Look, everything that Cisness does on No Jumper is Cisness, but everything in the background, that's his real life. And bringing an ex into the fold that you know is going to cause drama with your new chick, knowing that it's going to fuck up your family life, knowing this man just got out and just trying to get acclimated into being a father. Imagine CripMac is your father. What's up, guys? Right? On 55th, baby Snaps Alley, right? Just imagine. Pobrecito, that kid, right? Or baby girl, whatever it is. It's not the child's fault, man. They're born into this world and they're given the parents they're given, man, and we got to do what we can for them. But just imagine, right? And so I don't know if this character is just on screen that CripMac plays or off screen if he's the exact same way. But from what I heard from people that have met him, actual and factual, and that have been in his presence, that's him all day, every day, cuz on Crip, right? That's him. So, Adam doing this fucking cold play on him is either him just another way to belittle him and to get more views and to cause drama and shock value, which is what he's pretty good at. Can't deny that, right? Or he just don't give a fuck about CripMac, man. He's playing him like everyone else is. And CripMac, having done time, I'm going to tell you, doing time will open your eyes to a lot of things. What CripMac didn't know before, he knows now. He knows about really being on your toes. He knows about being around some real violence and some real ones. And he's probably seen some real shit. Now, I don't know exactly what level he was on, but it doesn't matter. The pin is the pin. When you go to prison, you're going to see violence. You're going to know, and you get an understanding and a feeling. There's an aura in the air, right? That lets you, I can feel it fair in the air tonight. It's going to let you know that this ain't no Phil Collins song. This is real. There's something in the air in there, right? And so that will give you a better understanding when you get on the streets of awareness and situational awareness, knowing what's going on around you. So I don't think he's a fool. I think he plays a role, but I think he knows enough to know enough. Hey, anyone that goes to a federal prison and survives it and comes out whole, respect. Maybe a two or three teeth less, but fuck it. He came out. He made it. Adam's never done that. Never been incarcerated. Never had to feel that feeling. So to him, playing people out of pocket, cheating people, utilizing people, destroying people's lives, that's just an everyday thing. It all comes down to that bag. And as long as he's eating, give them, hey, he's giving crumbs to bums. And that's how he feels. You can see it, man. Especially if you're black or brown, man. He does not give a fuck. For those of you that continue to go over there to No Jumper and support and participate in the shenanigans, you're more foolish than he is, because you're the one that's getting used. He's not. He's the user and the abuser, and you're just the whooping boy. That's it, man. Black and brown and white. And anyone that goes on there, man, is going to get whooped up with a whole bunch of fucking questions that are meant to get you indicted, meant to get you in trouble. There's going to be trouble, not fair trouble, but just trouble. So anyways, by Adam utilizing this chick and bringing her into the fold, she really disrespected CripMac. CripMac's feeling some type of way. I think he's seen it. He's seen the play. And like I said, I think prison and situational awareness made him aware that, hey, this dude's playing me. Or is it just one big play? So either CripMac got mad and said he'll never fuck with Adam again. That the lie detector test determined that's probably a lie. Fair, right? That's a lie. He's gonna fuck with Adam again. He's just disgruntled and upset because his employer decided to add another employee, just happened to be his ex, in the mix. Adam does all this shit, man. It's cold. He's calculated. He's smooth. The way he does these things, and people continue to let themselves get played, is phenomenal. It's astronomical the ways that he comes up with to fucking slap these dudes right in the face, right in front of them, and no one does nothing. Wow. Okay, wow, right? Crazy. But it's been like that. It's going to continue to be like that until someone puts their fucking foot down. But they can't, because he got bodyguards and Billy Westerns. And so he talks to people any old way that he wants to talk to them, or he smiles in their face, and when they leave, he talks shit after. How many times have we seen that? Ask Sharp, he'll tell you. Ask AD, he'll tell you. Ask T-Rel, he'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? You could ask enough. Fair, right? We'll see how many times is he going to go and say, cool, fuck CripMac then. Custer activities. Anyways, CripMac distances himself, but I think this is a big setup. I think because he knows CripMac is hot right now. His name is out there because he just got out. They're going to continue to utilize him. And what is he going to do? What's the next play here? Act like they're beefing, act like they got some type of fucking animosity, and set up a fight on these motherfucking boxing events between old CripMac and Adam 22. Imagine that. And everybody's going to tune in because they want to see CripMac put dick beaters all over Adam. And Adam's willing to take dick beaters because he likes the word dick, right? And so that right there's another way to get him a bag, and then they'll hug at the end and be friends again, because they ever were not friends. You know, this is just one big play. And look, I'm not hating the hustle. The hustle's real. And it's a play that I would think about like, let's do this breakup to makeup shit. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, we get everyone thinking that we don't get along or we don't like each other anymore. They're all going to tune in for the cheese man, for the drama. And then we're all going to get a bag and split it. Well, of course, Adam's going to get a bigger cut because he runs No Jumper. But still, at the end of the day, fair. You know what I mean? You're going to get a fair size bag. Look, we know the fight with Dean the Great was fake, and we know the fight that Adam between fucking him and CripMac will be faker than fuck, right? Stop faking the fuck. Adam went in there and did one of these moves. That's his move. Not one of these. Not any of that. One thing a real gangster knows, Adam did that. Again, it just is what it is, man. All these different content creators, man, I like using their little lines. Since everyone steals mine, I like using their little lines, man, and running with them. You know what I mean? One thing a real gangster knows, Adam's going to go in there and not throw a punch again. Man, I'm the over and under. I don't know what it's going to be that Adam even throws one punch. I know where my bag's going. Right? Anyways, this beef between Adam, this split, it's like boyfriends not liking each other anymore. It's a trip, right? People are like, "Oh, did you hear CripMac ain't fucking with Adam anymore? Ooh, did you hear there's a lot of people not fucking with him? Not because of his fair sizness, but because of his weird charges." You know what I mean? Come on now, man. Think about it. Look, at the end of the day, no hatred directed to either one of these men, man, but they're playing people like a fiddle. This is all just, like I said, a play, man, to get into the bag, and I ain't mad at them, right? But they ain't, like I said, that mad at them, right? But at the end of the day, man, a man who will allow his wife to sleep with other men in front of him, a man that will even allow her to get her ass slapped on by a J-Cat like CripMac, a man that will even allow that, and that's because You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those men, man. I'm a real man. No, that's odd. That means you don't respect your wife. You don't respect anything or anybody. It comes down to dollars and no sense, right? It just, and I'm not saying every man can be a real man and be content with how their life is and, swing if he wants to or whatever the fuck he's doing. But a man that just throws his wife around like a piece of meat and dangles her in front of a whole bunch of men that work for him, it's odd. It's odd. It's ridiculous. And it's a fucking form of disrespect to that woman. But she allows herself to be played like that by her husband. So it just is what it is, man. I'm not trying to talk bad about his wife. I clown like we all clown because she's a public character, but really that is a woman, man. And it's so unfortunate that their relationship, I mean, if it works for them, it works for them, but it's just wild. Maybe it's just because we're not used to it and it's unusual. But anyways, CripMac all slapping on her ass and shit and everyone else tapping it is just nuts. But there is a big play there. All this, they broke up and they're not going to do business. What you guys want to bet? I guarantee that CripMac's going to be back on No Jumper. And if not, I bet you they'll be announcing a fucking boxing match or some shit. It'll escalate. It'll get worse. He'll talk more shit. Adam will talk more shit. That's what Adam does with all his past employees. Is he talks bad about them. He airs out all their dirty laundry. He talks a lot of shit after the fact. And then what happens? They pop back up on No Jumper. He did it to Compa Raider. He did it to fucking what's his name? The one that's all high all the time. Lush. All them cats talk mad shit about him, and then they pop back up. Oh, we're good now. We're good now. No, he's good now. He's always been good now. You just got played, homie. Right? I'm not saying I like Compa Raider, and I know he's disrespected me in the past, but that's cool. Fuck him. But I'm not gonna say anything bad about him because I believe he is a solid individual. But he always pops up on No Jumper. These guys act like that. No, like motherfuckers can't live without No Jumper. It's a trip. Bro, that shit is Jerry Springered out the game now. Ain't no one, the only ones being played on there is Black and Brown. That's it. Period. That's it. Fuck with it if you want to. So, like I said, I'm doing this video because a lot of people got in my DMs. Did you hear CripMac and Adam don't get along? What do you think? It's real? It's real? No, fuck, it ain't real. It's fake. It's fake as that fight with Dean the Great. The only thing real about Dean the Great and the whole situation was he got that fucking elbow from Rampage's manager. That was real. Cause fair. That's it. Everything else is fake, right? The sizness is the sizness. But it's entertainment. That's what social media is for, to entertain people. If you're entertained by the shenanigans and the drama, ponle, get yours. If you're not, and you're one of those super serio guys like, oh man, I ain't watching this shit. This shit ain't real. Then don't. It's that simple, right? But don't hate on the next man. I'm not going to sit here and hate. I'm having fun. Get their fucking money. I hope they get a whole big pile of it. I just hope my bet is right and I can get my issue. That's just it. Anyways, man, I do feel that CripMac needs some solid people around him because what's going to happen, pobrecito with CripMac, is he is going to get locked back up. He's on real felony probation, not fake felony probation. Fair, right? He's on fair felony probation. And what's going to happen is if these guys keep utilizing him and putting him in fucking difficult situations, he will catch a violation. Okay, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're an actor or singer or entertainer, man. You have rules that you need, guidelines that you need to abide by. You can't be out there fucking throwing hands with people, even though it's scripted and it's fake. How can you prove? If you have a fucked up parole or probation officer that feels like, nah, you're doing too much. You have blue rags. You're not supposed to have gang-related attire. You're not supposed to be around known gang members or people that are in association with that. I'm trying to tell you guys the ins and outs of what's real. I don't want to see this man get locked up, but do you think any of those fucking fair weather friends care? Do you think Adam really cares if he gets locked up or not? I'm sure he feels some type of way because that's the bag. I knew it right. I was like, man, when me and Dubs were talking, I was like, oh, CripMac's out. As soon as I said that, man, this motherfucker Adam's going to sink his claws into him for reals this time. Man, he now all of a sudden he's fighting for him. They're over there talking shit, and he's fighting Neon and arguing with these guys and that guy, and now they're not friends anymore. Watch give it a week. They'll either be friends or they'll be announcing a fight between two fucking, in this corner, we got Adam, fucking 16, Billy Western. And in this corner, we got a stupid ass fucking wannabe Crip that's going to go back to prison for being a dumbass. Is that, let's get ready to hustle. And that's just what you're going to get. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. If he's going to be the head that wears the crown, I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. I'm just trying to give you guys some entertainment, make you laugh. I ain't got nothing against either one of those guys. I mean, I wouldn't fuck with Adam because of the charges or the weird shit that's not even charges. He's not charged, but the hearsay that he said, she said, that she said, that he did, right? I'm cool. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is really, they broke up, or it's scripted just like everything else is, man? This video is sponsored by Vario Liquors in Turlock, California. If you're ever in the area, the Central Valley, the 209, tap in with Turlock and go to the Vario and get you something cold to drink. Also by Sticks and Stones Yard Service out there in Arizona. Make sure you guys Google Sticks and Stones Yard Service. And if he's in your immediate area, he will pull up and, man, he'll hook you up. Believe that. Support your local businesses. Support the raza.